Your wife does not respect you because you stopped being the man that she could respect. I mean, that's just the truth. You stopped being the man that she could respect. And a lot of people don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear me say that kind of thing. But that's just the way that it is. You have to understand that right now, in your particular point in life, you are working hard. You provide, you show up, but she's still cold. She's distant. She doesn't look at you the same way that she used to. The sex is gone. Conversations are dead. Your roommates. You think it's her fault? Right? That's what you think. You're telling yourself it's got to be her fault. It's got to be her fault. But guess what, bro? It's not her fault. It's not, man. It's not her fault. You let yourself go, man, physically, mentally, and spiritually. Maybe it's not all three of those areas. Maybe it's just one of those areas. Maybe physically you're still tight, right? Going to the gym because it helps you out, but mentally, right? Maybe you're not the man you used to be. Spiritually, do you still pray, or have you ever really brought God into your relationship? And she's watching you become weak, and so she becomes hardened. There has to be one or the other. Like for every time, like one of them has to be the equal and opposite reaction. So if you become softer, she becomes harder. The man's job is to be that strong pillar. And this is the cycle that destroys marriages, especially now that we're moving into 2026. And I'm about to show you exactly how to break it. See, a lot of people don't even understand the state of marriage. Like they're not even tracking the state of marriage, right? There's a 50% divorce rate right now. 40% of kids are fatherless. Dads are deadbeats, like just total deadbeats, right? Like trash, dead bedrooms. Nobody's making love, man. There's no passion after the first couple of years. I'm telling you, these relationships are falling apart. And a lie that you believe is happy wife, happy life, right? Happy wife, happy life. So you gave up your standards, your mission, your edge, and guess what happened to your bride, man? She lost attraction for you, bro. That's how it works, man. Like you stopped leading. She started controlling. You stopped being dangerous. She started to feel unsafe. You stopped pursuing God. She stopped following you. You got comfortable, soft, predictable, and let's be honest, boring. And here's the brutal truth. She didn't change. You did. You became the man that she can't respect. And here's what nobody's telling you, my man. You can't negotiate attraction. You can't therapy your way into respect. You have to become the man she married or better. And a lot of people don't realize that. Like the attraction piece is huge. If your bride is not attracted to you, that's going to put a damper in a lot of things. Like if she's not attracted to you as a man physically, and she doesn't, like, I'm telling you, and it's going to affect you obviously. And so like, let's think about the book of Proverbs. Chapter 31 is not just about her. It's also about you. Proverbs 31, chapter 10, Proverbs chapter 31, verse 10 says, "Who can find a virtuous woman? Her price is far above rubies. The heart of her husband doth safely trust in her." So the heart of her husband trusts in her. That trust, it goes both ways though. The crazy part is she's not really the problem. The culture is the problem. Okay? She's not the issue. It's culture, because culture told you to be nice. Culture told you to be sensitive. Apologize for being a man. And so you did. And she lost respect. Your woman would rather you be a little bit more of a tough guy, a little bit more of a hardened guy, than to be this soft buttercup guy that, she can get anything she wants. Maybe initially it's something new and it's something different, but she'll grow old with that quick. In the book of Ephesians chapter 5, verse 25 says, "Husbands, love your wives just as Christ loved the church and gave himself up for her." Well, Christ didn't negotiate and he didn't beg. What he did was he led. And he was strong and sacrificial and unmoving. And so that's what she's craving, man. Not a roommate. She wants a warrior, my dude. So let's talk about like a quick framework that can help you out, right? There's 3 pillars that will absolutely save your marriage. And I want to break them down for you here in this video so that way you can start to apply this stuff. Now, first and foremost, get yourself a mug like this, okay? It says, "I love my wife." So every time you make a video, everyone knows you love your wife. It's a good reminder. Yeah, so these 3 pillars, they're super, super straightforward. You know what I mean? And if you start applying them immediately, you will get some pretty drastic changes in your life. Okay, the first one is you have to become mentally powerful, right? You need a vision. You need a vision for your life. You need to be thinking like, man, where do I want to go? What do I want to do? Like, what do I want for myself? Where are we going as a family? What is the vision that I have for my life and my family? And that essentially means a mission. Like, you need to have that. And here's the part that a lot of men don't realize. You need to have a purpose beyond your bride. It needs to go beyond her. You need to have something that is not more important, but it's beyond her, meaning your whole life doesn't revolve around her. You have other ambitions and other things you're working on. She doesn't want to be your everything. She wants to be a part of something greater, my dude. So stop seeking her validation and start leading with conviction. And there's a shift, okay? Because when you stop needing her approval, she's going to start seeking yours. You guys pick that up? When you stop seeking her approval, she's going to start seeking yours. And that's the key. The second pillar that I need you guys to focus on right now, okay, is you have to become physically powerful. You let yourself go, more than likely. I mean, I'm not looking directly at you, obviously, but you more than likely have let yourself go. Let's admit it. Like if you're in your mid to late 30s, you probably let yourself go, and so maybe your belly's over your belt. You can't do 10 or 15 or 20 push-ups. You're winded going up the stairs. You might not believe this, but she's watching, dude, and subconsciously she's disgusted by it. Yes, that word, disgusted. Physical strength equals mental strength equals spiritual authority. Get in the gym, build discipline, and become dangerous again. I'll give you some suggestions. Wake up in the morning and go for a run. The way you feel when you come back from a quick run, if you don't run, 1.5 or 2 miles is plenty. If you don't run, it'll take you 25 minutes. Plenty. And it's a great way to start your day, even if it's cold, especially if the conditions aren't perfect. Make it convenient, right? Set up like my wife bought me a heavy bag for my birthday, right? Set up a bag. That's a great way to do it, man. Stay sharp. Learn how to throw a punch. Become lethal in that way, right? Or get a gym membership and then rotate between the three. So when you're not running every day, you're not hitting the bag every day, you're not going to the gym every day, you're rotating, you're finding a balance. Maybe 2 or 3, right? Go for a run, hit the bag for a little bit. But become a warrior. Become strong. Take your body back. Like, get back to who you're meant to be. Get back to where you want to be. Become the man that she remembers. Okay. And then number 3, okay, the third pillar is becoming spiritually powerful. This is the foundation. And without God, the other 2 totally collapse. The book of Ephesians chapter 6, verse 12 says, we wrestle not with flesh and blood, but against principalities, powers, rulers of darkness. Like, we are constantly in spiritual battle, and your marriage isn't failing because of her. It's under a spiritual attack. You're the priest of your home, the pastor of your palace. And you got to ask yourself, are you leading her to God? Or are you both wandering? Are you both drifting? How do we shift here? What's the shift? How do you know when things are getting better? When you lead spiritually, you know what's going to happen? She's going to follow. When you lead spiritually, she follows. And when you pray, she softens. And when you become unshakable in your faith, she feels safe again. Right? What's the proof of this, right? So I just closed another client for our marriage program. Okay, we get a program. It's a low to mid 4-figure program that we work with couples for 90 days. We fix marriages in 90 days. Okay, couples on the edge of divorce, dead bedroom, no respect, constantly fighting. And so with this particular client that I was working with, he stopped blaming her and he started rebuilding himself. And everything in his marriage changed. Everything. He found his mission. Physically, he got back into the gym and he started leading prayer at home, at the dinner table, reading scripture. Trust me, man, she was ready to go. Okay. And 90 days later, she is crushing this pursuit of him. Like, she is going crazy. Sex is back, respect is back, marriage is saved. This couple here, they didn't go through therapy. That's just the way that the system works. Genesis 90 is how it works. But the point is, like, you guys have to be working on these three pillars. These are the three pillars that are going to change everything for you. Okay. Before the apple is the program that we created. And so if you want to be rebuilt, reach out to me. Again, we're going to rebuild you. Think about putting your car in the shop and having a total overhaul. We're talking a classic car, rusty, looking like crap, going to the shop. We're talking, dunk tank, deoxidized, like no rust, right? Fill the panels. I'm talking total paint job, brand new engine. That's what we're going to do for you for your marriage. Your marriage is not dying because you're dying. Weak mind, weak body, weak spirit. That's why your marriage is dying. It's because you are in your heart dying. In your heart, you are dying. And so because of that, your marriage is suffering. But it doesn't have to stay that way. You can rebuild, you can lead, you can become the man that you wanted or better. And so I want you to go ahead and just check out the description of this video. You'll see there where there's a link to jump on my calendar. You'll be able to have a conversation with me and my team, or maybe jump on one of our webinars, learn a little bit more about what we do, see if there's a way we can save your marriage. And if that's the case, and this is something you want, I'm here to help you, okay? But, this is a two-way street. Like, people are here to assist you, but you got to remember, like, at some point, you got to really step into who you want to be and to take control of your life, all right? So, in any case, we're here for you, all right, Debbie and I. And if you like this video, I want you to go ahead and like, share, and subscribe. I really appreciate every subscription that we get. And I'll leave you with it, okay? God bless you. Keep crushing it. And remember, it doesn't happen without your work, right? Faith without works is dead.